Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about how to factorize algebraic expressions. Now before we talk about factorizing, let's talk about the factors that we actually learned in the junior high school. Factors refers to the numbers multiplied together to give you a new number. So in another way, it is factor times factor will give us the product. So it's always in the multiplication relationship here. So for example, if I have 2 times 3, that equals to 6, and we say both 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. Factorizing algebraic expressions actually means that we are going to do something so that at the end result is something times by something. Let's have a look at this example here. 2 times bracket x plus 3. We actually learned how to expand this one from the previous video. That will give us 2x plus 6. So going from 2 times a bracket to 2x plus 6, we call this process expanding. The reverse process from 2x plus 6 reaching to 2 times by the bracket is called factorizing. So today we're going to have a look at a couple of examples of how to actually factorize algebraic expressions, and at the end we're going to reach something times something. The first case is factorizing by taking out common factors. Now in fact we want to take out the highest common factors. So let's have a look at question A. You have 2x plus 10, so you have a term plus a term. This is not the factorized format. Factorized format is something times something. How are we going to do this? Let's have a look at term by term. 2 times x has 2 factors. It's 2 and x. Number 10 can have a factors of 1 and 10, 1 times 10, or you can have 2 times 5. Now, because the first term, you have a factor of 2 and factor of x, so I have to have a common factor, so 2 and 5 will actually make it work. So now you can see there are a common factor that both term has, which is 2. We are going to take that common factor out, times by the bracket, and we are going to put whatever's left inside the bracket. So if I take the 2 out from the first term, I have an x left, I have a plus, and I'll have 5 left. So the final answer is 2 times bracket x plus 5. It is 2 times by the bracket, so it is factorized format. How do I check my answer is correct or not? All you need to do is expand your final answer, and that will go back to the original question. So for this case, if you expand it, 2 times by x will give you 2x, and 2 times by 5 will give you positive 10. So your answer is correct. Now let's have a look at the second one. Question B. Negative 5y plus 10. So again, you're going to look for the factors of each term. So negative 5y, you can say this is negative 5 times by y. Plus, you have 10. 10 can be 5 times by 2. The reason I choose 5 is because the first term already have a factor of 5, so therefore I want to make sure that I have a common factor. So the common factor is 5 and 5. You can take the common factor out, which is 5, put the brackets on, and whatever's remaining is gonna go into the bracket. So you have a negative y plus 2. Now some of you probably say that, oh, can I actually use negative 5 as my factor? That's totally fine as well. So if that's the case, you're going to say that negative 5 times by y are the factors of the first one. That means your 10 should be negative 5 times by negative 2, because negative 5 times negative 2 will give you positive 10. So for this case, your common factor will be negative 5, and put the brackets on, and what's left is y plus negative 2. So therefore it's negative 5 bracket y minus 2. Doesn't matter which one, when you expand it, both will lead to the original question, so both are correct. Now what I would love you to do is actually pause the video here and try the remaining questions by yourself and come back to check your answers. Now question C. We're going to have a look at the common factors of each term. You have 30 and 40. Observe the numbers first. So 30 is 3 times 10, 40 is 4 times 10. So 10 is the common factor. So I can say this is 3 times 10 times a squared and 4 times 10. So now the common factor is 10. You can actually put a dot underneath so that it helps you to visualize it clearly. So you're going to take the 10 out and you have 3a squared left plus 4. And that will go into the bracket. Question D. Observe the question first. So you have two terms plus together. Now some of you, if you're not thinking carefully, you probably just go straight away to expand the bracket. But what I want you to see is look at something that's inside the bracket. You have a plus 1, this whole thing, and you have that whole thing again in the second term. And both are actually multiplied to a number and a letter. So that means a plus 1 itself as a whole can be the common factor. So you can see that this is 3 times by a plus 1. I'm purposely actually writing times so that actually showing that 3 is a factor and the bracket is a factor. And plus y times by a plus 1. So the common factor is a plus 1. So take the common factor out, put the brackets on. Whatever's left goes into the bracket. So therefore your final answer is a plus 1 bracket times the bracket of 3 plus y. So you have something times by something. Now you absolutely can expand the bracket and then check your answer again. So that will give you 3 lots of a plus 1 and y lots of a plus 1. The second method of factorizing the algebraic expressions is actually by grouping. You have a look at these two questions underneath here. There are 4 terms for each question, added or subtracted. If this is the case, we're actually going to put 2 terms together, group them, and the other 2 group together. So let's have a look at question A. So question A, I'm just going to group 3x squared plus 6. And I'm going to see 6x plus 2 as another group. And I'm going to factorize each group one by one. So let's start with the first one. So we have 3x squared plus x. So for the first term, I have 3 factors. So 3 times x plus x is same as x times by 1. Plus for the second group, I have 3 times 2 times x plus 2 times by 1. Now I'm looking for the common factors. So for the first group, I have common factor of x. And I'm going to take that x out. Whatever's left goes into the bracket. And I have 1 here. So I finished with my first group. Now I'm going to complete my second group. And the common factor is 2. So I'm going to take the 2 out. And whatever's left goes into the bracket. Now, if you look at this, I have x times by a bracket plus 2 times a bracket. And both brackets are exactly the same. What does it tell me? That means this is the common factor. So therefore, I can take that common factor out, put the brackets on, and whatever's left goes into the second bracket. Now, 4 terms are added together, but I factorize it and I reach a bracket times bracket. So this is the factorized form. Let's have a look at question B. M squared minus n plus am minus a. Again, we're going to group 2 of them and the other 2. So let's group m squared minus n and group am minus a. M squared is same as m times by m minus m is same as m times by 1 plus am is same as a times by m minus a times by 1. Let's continue to take the common factor out. So I have m as a common factor, and whatever's left goes inside the bracket, minus 1, plus, for the second group, I have a and a, a is a common factor, so I'm going to take it out and put the brackets on. And whatever's left goes into the bracket. Now, if I look at carefully, I have m times by a bracket plus a times by a bracket. So my m minus 1 is the common factor. So this time I can say, I can take the common factor m minus 1, the whole out, put the brackets on, and whatever's left goes into the second bracket. So therefore, the final answer is m minus 1 times by m plus a. The third method of factorizing is called factorizing the difference of the two squares. In fact, we actually touch on this when we're expanding a special case, which is a plus b times by a minus b. After we expand it, we realize the middle two terms actually cancel each other out, so you only have a squared minus b squared left. So today, when we are factorizing a squared minus b squared, we are literally going back to the bracket times bracket format. So therefore, if you look at this format, this is immediately give us the picture of a plus b times a minus b. So they are equivalent to each other. So let's have a look at question A. You have x squared minus 4. Ask yourself, does it look like something squared minus something squared? The answer is yes, because my 4 can be written as 2 squared. So therefore, this is x squared minus 2 squared. It looks exactly in the format of a squared minus b squared. So therefore, if I factorize it, so that will be x plus 2 times by x minus 2. Make sure that your original question can be written as a squared minus b squared. Let's have a look at the second question. You have m squared, that's good, something squared, minus 36. 36, it can be written as 6 squared. So therefore, you know your a, you know your b. Your a is m, your b is 6. So if I factorize it, that will give us m plus 6 times by m minus 6. Let's have a look at the next one. I have 9a squared minus 4b squared. Ask yourself, can I write it as something squared? The answer is yes, because 9 is 3 squared. So I literally have 3a, the whole thing squared. That will give us 9a squared. Same as the second one, 4 is 2 squared. So therefore, I can say 2b, the whole thing squared, will give me 4b squared. So therefore, factorized format should be 3a plus 2b times by 3a minus 2b. Let's have a look at question D. You have an a plus 1, the whole thing squared, which is great, is something squared, minus 16. 16 is 4 squared. So I can rewrite this as this squared minus 4 squared. Again, is something squared minus something squared. So that's the format that we want. So therefore, I can say this is a plus 1 plus 4 times by a plus 1 take away 4. Make sure that you collect the like terms. So this is same as a plus 5 times by a minus 3. Now question E and F are a little bit unusual because you have to use the third. I thought 5. I have no idea what square is 5. In fact, if you think about it, x squared remain as x squared, but 5 can be actually square root of 5 squared, because square root of 5 times by square root of 5 will give us 5. So therefore, it is again in the format of something squared minus something squared. So therefore, I can say the factorized format is x plus root 5 times by x minus root 5. Now the same thing applies to question F. So you ask yourself, 3x squared. X is squared. It's great. But what about 3? But remember, this 3 can be written as root 3 squared, and this 7 can be written as root 7 squared. The square root and the square cancel each other out. So if I rewrite this, I have square root of 3x, the whole thing squared, minus root 7 squared. So therefore, now I can use a plus b, a minus b. So bracket square root x plus root 7 times by square root 3x, take away root 7. Can you factorize the following expressions without expanding the brackets? So let's have a look at question A. You have that whole bracket squared minus another bracket squared. So I have something squared minus something squared. It looks like a square, a squared minus b squared, which is the difference of two squares. And when we factorize it, that will give us a plus b times by a minus b. Because we got a perfectly the difference of the two square format in the question, so we can use this directly. So therefore, x plus 2 is my a, x plus 1 is my b. So bracket a plus b, so it's x plus 2 plus x plus 1 times by x plus 2 take away. Now just be careful with this because you are take away x as well as take away 1. So you are taking away x and taking away 1, so you have negative 1. So let's continue collect the like terms. So you have 2x plus 3, and the next one, x and x cancel each other, and you have 2 minus 1, which is 1, and 1 times whatever is just itself, so the final answer is 2x plus 3. Question B, again, it has a bracket square, take away bracket square, so it's pretty much the same. It's the difference of two squares, so we can use a plus b times by a minus b when we factorize it. So your a is everything inside the first bracket, and your b is everything that is in the second bracket. So bracket a plus b, so you have 3a minus 2b plus 2a minus 4b times by 3a take away 2b. Now just be careful here because you're taking away everything in the second bracket. So you're taking away 2a. I'm going to just write it here. Take away 2a, but also take away that negative 4b. So taking away negative 4b. Just be careful with the sign. So collect the like terms. 3a plus 2a, 5a. You have negative 2b, negative 4b. That will give us negative 6b times by 3a minus 2a is a, and you have negative 2b. Now remember this negative become positive, so it's actually positive 4b here. So you have negative 2b plus 4b, that will give us positive 2b. So therefore the final answer is bracket 5a minus 6b bracket times by bracket a plus 2b.